and welcome back to Allotment Life. Thanks for joining me for another weekly vlog. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that replied with suggestions of what I should do with my troublesome green manure bed. That was really helpful. I might get on with that today actually if I've got time. But first of all, let's go outside because we've got some colour appearing and I'd like to show you. The daffodils are opening. I also had some really helpful replies about the step and what to do with this log and how to fill the gap underneath, so that was really useful as well, thank you. More daffodils over here, but not so many. We've got some tulips starting to open. Some nice red ones. Some more crocuses have come through. And this to me does now look like daffodils. Yes. Oh, is that a daffodil? I think so. I think the daffodils are finally coming through on the bulb lasagna. That's exciting. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is the asparagus is starting to shoot through. The bad news is something's eating it. So I need to put in some form of protection here. I think birds and slugs like asparagus. I think everything does really. So I need protection over the top and on the ground if at all possible. First off, I'm going to try and rake up some of the stones. I'm going to use a plank of wood and some copper tape as my ground protection. Slugs and snails don't like the copper tape, but it doesn't kill them, so that's the defence that I choose to use against slugs and snails. I still don't have a hammer, but someone has now told me which type of hammer I need, so I can replace the brick soon, hopefully. I've done some good work on the asparagus protection. I've just put some boards with copper tape all the way round. It's not perfect, but it will help. Next, I've got a reel of chicken wire, which I'm going to put over the top. I've measured out the length that I need, and now I'm going to cut it with my very useful wire cutters. I bent the chicken wire into a semicircle shape over the top, and I'm going to hold it in place with some bean poles. The asparagus protection is now complete. Let's take a look. A very basic, simple structure. I've just found some spare bits of wood, put some copper tape, ran it along the edge. I've only got a small amount of wood across the end, and then chicken wire over the top. I've left the end of this open so that if any birds or hedgehogs get stuck under there, well, they won't get stuck, they can just go in and come straight out. But when they're flying overhead, they'll be put off by seeing the net. So hopefully the asparagus are a bit more protected. I know that slugs and snails may still get in there a little bit. However, this is hopefully slowing them down and giving the asparagus a chance to grow through and getting to a good size, rather than just being eaten off straight away as soon as they appear. We did not have any luck with asparagus last year. This is about their third year, and if they don't work this year, they're going. Total cost for protecting the asparagus, absolutely free, just my time, which I enjoyed doing it because it's nice pottering around at the allotment. I think it's break time now. But on the way up to the shed, let's pop by my neighbour's greenhouse and check on my seedlings. Ooh, look at these! 30 degrees in here at the moment. Let's get them out for a closer look. So we've got 3 dahlia seedlings. All of the sunflowers came up. They take off quite well. The sweet peas are now starting to appear. And I've got some more lettuce growing. How exciting! Plus the sweet peas from a previous batch. I'm most excited about the dahlias because the seedlings are so tiny, but when the plant's growing, you get such amazing, beautiful flowers that just keep on giving. The first year I tried these, it was difficult and I didn't have much success. But last year I did well and they grew. Yay! I need to get out of here now. It's 30 degrees and as lovely as that is, I've got my winter coat on. Bye little seedlings, keep growing well. I do enjoy break time in the shed. I just get to sit here and listen to the bird song and relax in my nice comfy chair. So this is the bed over here that's been causing the trouble. I feel like this has grown back even more in the last week since I did the vlog. However, I'm going to get this sorted. The 2 beds that I've got covered in plastic warming up here were also green manure, but a different type, and they were really easy to hoe. So I think I'll use that again in the future and avoid this ryegrass green manure. I've got my fork and the plan is to try and slice the top off. So just go in with the fork, loosen the top and lift this up. That might work. Just try and slice the top off. Update, it's still not budging. I've tried slicing the top off with a shovel, big fork and a little fork, and I've not had too much success. I don't have any shears to cut it down further, so I think I'm just going to go for covering it up with cardboard. There we go, that's the bed all done now, and I'm pleased to have finally finished that bed. I'm going to try and dig through some old footage and insert the clips showing which green manure I used on this bed. These are the seeds that I got. Mustard white. As you can see, it revitalises poor soil and improved soil structure. Same with this one, and it's called Autumn and Winter Mix. This one I went for just because it had a little bit of colour on, and I thought that might look pretty. And this is a yellow flowering mustard. I have tools and things everywhere around the allotment, so I'm going to start clearing all of that up now. I'll insert the wildlife camera footage so you can see what's been going on since last week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again next Friday.